is Natalie. I'm a violence prevention educator, and today we're going to read a wonderful book about friendship. It is called Tina the Ballerina by Caral J. Gray, illustrated by Steve Vershad. A special thanks to True Blue Innovations Publishing Company for allowing me to read this. This is a North State book. It's from Northern California. The author and illustrator and the publishing company is up here in Northern California, so I'm excited to read this to you. Tina the Ballerina. Let me tell you the tale of Tina, who became a great ballerina. Not an easy or commonplace thing to do if she'd been a people like me or like you. But astounding for Tina, born shy and wild, Tina, you see, was an elephant child. She grew up in a forest, green and lush, wearing her natural pale gray plush, daintily dining on grass in big bunches, with an occasional sapling for lunches. She sometimes got hiccups if one was too prickly. She bathed in the river on days she felt sticky. But she bathed, and she ate, and she slept all alone. Not one single friend could she call her own. Nothing she did was exciting or fun. So one day she thought, something must be done. Surely life should not be so empty and boring. Perhaps it'll change if I go exploring. So next morning, quite early, she started her trip, carrying only her trunk, since she hadn't a grip. She was ambling along, enjoying the scenery, when suddenly, shockingly, there in the greenery was a little girl who said, "How do you do? My name's Betsy Ann. Would you like to play too?" All at once, without a doubt, here was one thing she did need. Someone to play with. She replied, "Yes, indeed. How delighted I am," I decided to roam. Then hand in trunk, Betsy Ann took her home. When Betsy's mother met Tina, she hugged her and smiled. She said, "Just what we needed, an elephant child. But you'll need some clothing if you are to be a respectful member of our family." "I'm afraid Betsy Ann's would not fit you somehow. I'll make a nightgown for bedtime and play clothes for now." Then she measured and snipped, and no time was done. Soon both friends were dressed and ready for fun. For Tina, such fun was a true revelation, and the seesaw filled her with great elation. But jumping rope was not such a treat, said Tina. "I seem to have too many feet." Betsy said, "Try it. It's really quite fun, and don't be discouraged. You've only begun. If you try, there is nothing you cannot do, especially if someone has faith in you." After dinner that night, as they dressed for bed, Betsy kissed her mother, and then she said, "It's school tomorrow, and Mother dear, could you make a dress for Tina to wear? I think it would be terribly cruel if she had to stay home while I went to school." So they slept while she sewed a blue dress with a frill and a pinafore too in case of a spill. Next day the children all clapped with glee, for an elephant turned out so beautifully. They all concentrated to do their work well, while privately awaiting the sound of the bell. what fun they all hoped recess never would end. To have a real elephant child for a friend. For their swings she was just a wee bit too wide, but they patiently taught her to skip and to slide. And the next afternoon, when school was all done with everyone helping, which made it more fun, they held a surprise party to show her how very happy they were to know her. Some children brought cake and some others balloons, and one thought of hats, and some brought spoons and presents to open. The nicest, I guess, was Betsy's, a pink and white party dress. Well, Tina was speechless, her mind reminiscing on her life in the forest and what she'd been missing. So she stood up to thank them, her voice not quite firm, and she said, "I'm the world's happiest pachyderm." And so it went. Each day seemed to bring another and better, exciting new thing. But what she liked most, this elephant lass, was going with Betsy to dancing class. First, it all seemed so hard she thought she might cry. But thinking of Betsy, she said, "I must try." So she practiced the steps and pointed her toe, and finally earned a part in the show. Before the mirror on the eve of the dance, Tina surveyed her figure askance. She noted each bulge and turned slightly green. "But I'm positively elephantine. They'll all laugh," she wailed, "and if I should fall down, they'd think an earthquake was shaking their town, and I'm shy and I'm clumsy. I'll look like a clown." Then she thought about Betsy. "I can't let her down." But when Tina danced, unlike what she'd feared, the audience clapped, shouted bravo and cheer. Not one single dancer in any nation had ever received such a great ovation. A man from the circus, drawn by the commotion, said, "We've traveled the world from ocean to ocean, and no one can compare, either near or far. Come with me, my dear, I'll make you a star." Tina said, "Away from my friends I'd be sunk," and a tear rolled down to the end of her trunk. Betsy said, "Tina, that's silly and sappy. Real friends are glad when their friends are happy. You'll be making new friends all over the nation, and you can visit us during summer vacation." Tina said, "You're right. Why am I so fearful?" And she hugged her friend, now happily tearful. Tina left, and a great new life unfurled. As the most famous elephant in the world, she was loved, she had wealth, all that life affords. She danced before kings, dukes, and lords. But when summer time came, she said, "Goodbye, I have to go, I'll be back by and by." She would come home to Betsy, and they were so gay, they always held Tina the Ballerina Day. They played and they sang, and she told her adventures, how the monkey cracked walnuts and had to have dentures, and the lion was really quite frightened of people, how the giraffe once entangled himself in a steeple. It seemed like no time when time came to leave, but Tina said, "I'll be back now. Don't grieve." And so, most happily, our story ends, a tribute to all true and loyal friends. The end. So my favorite parts of the book are about true friends. And one of the things that I like is if you try, there is nothing you cannot do, especially if somebody believes in you. And the other part I like was about real friends are glad when their friends are happy. So today's project that goes along with this is we're just drawing a picture of what true friendship looks like to us. And so just you can take a plain sheet of paper and draw what true friendship looks like, or maybe your teacher has given you the form to fill out that talks about true friendship. Either way, you're just drawing a picture of what true friendship looks like, whether you like to play together or jump rope together, or even play soccer together. So be a true and good friend, all right? Thank you all so much. You are awesome. Take care. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed my videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, email me at qwsquest@yahoo.com.